Welcome to this explainer. Look, when you're dealing with the loss of a loved one, the absolute last thing you want to do is get tangled up in a confusing bureaucratic maze, right? But getting an accurate death certificate is just one of those critical steps you have to take to honor their memory and manage their affairs. So today, we're going to act as your steady compass. We'll break down exactly how to get a death certificate copy in Washington state and make this whole complex process entirely manageable for you. Let's dive in. Here's our roadmap for today. We'll cover 1. The stakes. 2. Choosing the right certificate. 3. Eligibility and proofs. 4. How to apply. 5. Fees and roadblocks. And finally, 6. Support and disclaimer. Okay, Section 1. The stakes. Why you actually need this document. So when you're navigating estate management or trying to claim benefits, you might be wondering, why is this specific piece of paper the ultimate gatekeeper? Honestly, it can feel like a frustrating hurdle, but it's actually a really vital legal safeguard. See, an accurate certified death certificate is legally required for high-stakes situations. Imagine, for a second, trying to close your late parent's bank account. Without this certified document, the bank simply will not release the funds. No way. Whether you're claiming life insurance policies, settling estates and probate with the tax authorities, or just trying to transfer real estate, institutions need official, government-issued proof. Period. And, on a more personal note, it's also the foundational document for anyone conducting genealogical and historical research into their family tree. Moving on to Section 2. The map. Choosing the right certificate. Washington actually divides its certified records into 2 distinct types, the long form and the short form. The long form contains highly sensitive medical details, things like the cause and manner of death, plus the decedent's social security number. You absolutely need this one for closing financial accounts or claiming life insurance. But on the flip side, the short form was specifically introduced to protect medical privacy. It totally excludes the cause of death and the SSN. Think about it. If you're just trying to transfer a vehicle title or handle a real estate transaction, you really don't need to share your loved one's sensitive medical history with a title agent, right? For those situations, the short form is exactly what you want. Just a quick heads up, though. The short form is only available for deaths registered electronically after January 1st, 2018. Now, what if you don't need the document for legal reasons? Let's say you're just researching your ancestry. Well, Washington offers a non-certified informational copy. It has the exact same basic data as the short form, but it's printed on standard paper with a big watermark stating it cannot be used for legal purposes. The great thing here, it's available to the general public without the strict identity verification that you'd need for certified copies. Section 3. Eligibility and required proofs. So, effective January 1st, 2021, Washington became a closed record state for certified vital records. What does that mean for you? It means you must prove you have a legal right to access a certified copy. This table maps out exactly what proof of eligibility you need based on your relationship. If you're a spouse, you're going to need your marriage certificate. If you're a child of the deceased, you need a birth certificate linking you to them. Now, here is a really common mistake. A lot of people assume a written will automatically grants them access as an executor. Well, actually, scratch that, it doesn't. Until the court officially appoints you via a certified court order or a letter of appointment, your application is going to hit a brick wall. So definitely make sure you don't apply empty-handed. All right, Section 4, the journey, how to actually apply. Following these 4 straightforward steps will make sure your application moves smoothly. First up, gather your valid government ID and your proof of relationship. Next, choose your method. We'll cover those in a sec. Third, submit the form and the non-refundable payment. And finally, and pay attention because this is a big one, if the health department contacts you because you missed a document, you have exactly 30 days to provide it. Literally 30 days. If you miss that window, your order is closed and you lose your fee. So you've got a few options for submitting. For ultimate convenience, you can order online or by phone 24/7 via VitalCheck. They are the state's only approved third-party vendor for this. You could also mail your application directly to the Washington State Department of Health in Olympia, or to a local county office. Or, if you need it right now, you can visit local county health departments in person, places like King, Snohomish, or Whatcom counties. Just make sure you arrive before their daily cutoff times, which is usually around 3:30 p.m. if you want to get that same-day service. Section 5. Tolls and roadblocks, fees, processing, and challenges. Let's talk money. The base fee for any Washington state death certificate, whether it's the certified long form, the short form, or even the non-certified informational copy,
is $25 per copy. But keep in mind, if you use online portals like VitalCheck or if you swipe a credit card at a local kiosk, additional processing and shipping fees are definitely going to apply.
And here's how you avoid those frustrating roadblocks. Remember how I mentioned the fee? Well, all fees are completely non-refundable by state law. If the state searches for the record and can't find it, or if your application gets denied because you forgot your marriage certificate, the state keeps that $25 to cover their administrative search costs. Also, if you happen to be looking for a really old record, like prior to July 1st, 1907, don't go to the Department of Health. You'll need to search the Washington State Digital Archives or county-level registers instead. Let's look at a very specific scenario. What if you're handling international legal affairs? Maybe you're settling property for your loved one in another country. In that case, you're going to need something called an apostille. It's basically an official certification from the Washington Secretary of State that verifies the document's authenticity for a foreign government. You can request this at the exact same time you order your certificate through the Department of Health, but it does cost an additional $15 and it will add extra processing time to your order.
Okay, our final section, number 6, the support system and disclaimer.
The good news is you don't have to go through this alone. The Center for Health Statistics at the state level can answer your complex questions, and local county clerks are absolutely fantastic for navigating specific regional rules. If you're doing historical research, the Washington State Digital Archives hold over 2.3 million digital records. And it's also worth noting that fee-waived options do exist, but they are strictly for specific legal and government duties. Think a law enforcement agency maintaining a database or a county clerk extinguishing an offender's legal financial obligations. Before we wrap up, just a quick professional reminder, this explainer serves as a navigational guide and is for informational purposes only. Bureaucracy can be pretty tricky, and every family situation is completely unique. You should always consult a legal professional, an estate planner, or the Washington State Department of Health directly for advice that is specifically tailored to your personal situation. All right, with the right map, an understanding of the tolls, and a clear grasp of the rules, you are now fully equipped to tackle this vital task. So, as you gather your documents and prepare your application, I want to leave you with this thought. Beyond all the legal hurdles and paperwork, what piece of your family's unique history might you uncover when you finally hold this document in your hands? Thanks so much for learning with us today.